so much drama this episode around.
And then Conrad coming around because he hears Belly crying.
I really thought he left her ass. Yeah. I said, when he turned, I dead ass out loud. I go, good for you. Yeah. Good for you. And then turns out, come to find out. It was far worse.
Yeah. He stayed.
And then the way everyone was like, the way that Conrad agreed to, oh, Jesus fucking Christ. The way Conrad agreed to be the best man to his brother because he still wants to fuck his brother's wife. Right. Just want to make sure I had that clear before we moved on. Also, this is what I told Billy. I literally paused and talked for probably 25 minutes when Laurel and the ex-husband are like talking about Belly. And I was telling him, I'm like, in my opinion, like if you're Laurel and your daughter is dead ass digging her heels in like that, right? On the off chance they do stay together forever. Treating the fact that like divorce is the worst thing that could happen to her borders on misogynistic to me because it's like devaluing her in some way.
Sure.
Because I think best case scenario, you just get divorced.
Yeah.
It doesn't work, you get divorced, you move on. Mm-hmm. Right? Obviously, if one of them won the fucking lottery or some shit and there's a fuck ton of money involved and all this shit and like it's messy, whatever, then yeah, you know, there could be some fallout. I just think there are worse things that can happen than just a woman getting divorced.
I think so.
Because that's kind of feels like what she's digging into the most is like
the traditional like idea of marriage.
Like oh, you only want to do it once. Like ideally yes, that is the goal. You don't want to have to do that fucking twice. Obviously, that would be everybody's goal. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? I just think like that's not always how it works, and that's okay. Obviously, I think she's stupid for getting married young, but like, I mean, on the off chance that they stay together forever, are you going to regret that for the rest of your life? You know what I'm saying? That's how I think the dad's coming at it from. Other than the fact that he's like, if you say no, she's going to do it anyways.
Yeah. It doesn't matter what you say, she's going to do it.
Yeah. So it's kind of like, if you really want her to not do it on her own, you should probably just pretend you're cool with it, and then maybe she won't do it after all. But, you know. But I told Billy, I was like, as someone who I don't think divorce should be a solution that you keep in the back of your mind, but it could be something that you're like, okay, what's the worst thing that could happen? We could get divorced. Yes. But that's a risk I'm willing to take. Like that kind of thing. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. I was like, I don't know if that's controversial, but I don't think so.
Sure.
I think it's an option. It shouldn't be the goal. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. But yeah, I thought she was being kind of mean at a certain point. Laurel.
Sure.
Yeah. But I get it because her daughter's being fucking annoying.
Yeah.
So what's a girl to do? You know what I'm saying? I think being a parent is so fucking impossible.
I will say though, Belly shoulder checking her in the hallway, that's not cool, man.
You're crazy, dog.
That's not cool.
You're crazy. As soon as my mom goes, no, like you said, we gave it our all. Can't say we didn't try. Also, like, they don't even look fired up about it. So that's kind of another reason I'm like, you're not selling me the wedding.
Well, that's what I'm telling you. As someone who has been engaged one time only, you know it doesn't feel good. So then you shouldn't do it.
That's what I'm saying.
Like, you know.
Like, yeah. But that's not, they don't even look fired up about it.
No, I know. That's what I'm saying. Did I even look fired up when I was engaged? No, because I didn't want to be engaged, even though it was my idea. So that is my fault. So I get that.
Also, Taylor and Steven, like,
I don't care.
him in that vest in the office. Okay. Relax. Chill with that.
Well, and then her taking all her savings to save her mom.
That sucks,
man.
I
know. I felt bad.
I was like, these people are so codependent on each other. It is crazy.
Yeah.
Unhealthy. I'm eating it up, though. Every problem they have, I'm eating it up. Also, the part with her mom, though, gut-wrenching at the end. When she's imagining her mom coming to lay with her in the bed.
Oh,
and
yeah,
then
when she was
lays
little.
down. Yeah. Mm-hmm. And then she lays down and she cries herself to sleep because she's wishing her mom was there to hold her. Mm-hmm. Gut-wrenching.
But I'm like, she doesn't want you, like, she will do that if you just do what your mom wants. But she's 20 or 21, so yeah. I get that too.
Also, her just like, I forgot about this part. When they, you know how they like have the fight and then they go up to Cousins and then they see Conrad because he's fucking hiding out there because he got fired. And then they're like, what's he doing here?
Yeah.
When she's like talking to Jeremiah, I was like, this bitch is puppeteering this hoe. Like, she's literally going, I mean, I can't stay here, right? Like, he's here. That'd be like crazy. Can't do that. And he goes, why? And she goes, I don't know. What do you think? I guess I could stay here. I was like, bitch, you know what you're fucking doing. And some of you want to put all of that shit on Jeremiah. Sure. Okay. And also the way she's like, they're talking about Conrad all the time. And she's like, yeah, your brother's like crazy. He's nuts.
And they're making fun of him in the pool. And he hears them, and then he just goes to bed. What a cuck.
Simultaneously cucking two at the same time. Yeah. That bitch is hitting two birds, one stone.
2 for 1, yeah.
She's cucking the other brother that she's with currently because they're only giggling about him. And she's imagining him saying it and getting her rocks off on that shit. Meanwhile, it sounds like they're just giggling and in love, and that's cucking the other one. 2 bitches, 1 stone.
1 stone named Belly.
I tip my hat to her, honestly. She's running that shit like a game because it is to her. It's all a fucking game to that bitch. That's why I'm like, did she just like full all gas, no brakes? All right. She's not flinching. If I was Laurel, I'd be like, shit. She isn't flinching.
Yeah, I mean, if I were Laura, I would try to be more. Well, I guess she can't see what Belly's doing all the time because she lies so much.
Yeah.
So I guess like she should. Because I'm like, wouldn't you be telling her like, hey, I don't the way you interact with them is not fair.
It's not okay.
It's not cool. As your mom, I'm gonna tell you that that's not cool and you shouldn't be doing that.
I would do the same thing.
No, I know. I'm saying as her but I guess her mom doesn't know what she's doing. Is what I'm saying.
What if she marries both of them at the end, and then they're in a polyamorous relationship?
Polygamous, I
guess.
They're in a polycule.
Yeah, imagine.
But only she gets to have fun.
Yeah, but she's just the only spouse they're allowed to have. That would be crazy.
Wait, and then Jeremiah guilting her into not going to Paris, and will actually kill him.
No, and he's like, serious? Oh, thank God, I don't want you to go.
That made me so annoyed.
Yeah. I'm literally right now, because I know everybody wants to jump me because I was team Jeremiah.
Well, I'm team Laurel.
I'm team everybody go home and think about what you did.
Yeah.
I'm team all of you need a timeout. I'm team you guys are pissing me the fuck off.
Yeah, I feel that.
Everybody's so goddamn selfish in this show. Selfish, selfless at some points, but mostly selfish. What is going on?
It's too much.
I'm rooting against everybody, and yet I can't wait to tune in every week. So we
Wednesday.
shall see.
Yeah.
I am so I'm like, I genuinely don't know. Like, because again, I did not finish the last book because I know I went to a certain point and I knew exactly how it was going to end. So I didn't exactly finish it, but like, I'm starting to think I genuinely don't know what's going to happen.
Well, didn't they say she changed the ending?
Yeah.
I think she chooses.
That's what I've heard.
I think she chooses Paris. I think that's how it ends.
I really do hope that's the case.
That's what I hope it is too. Even if she chooses the summer, I would rather that.
Yeah, and they bulldoze that fucking house. Yeah. Because at this point, it's a fucking brothel.
Now no one gets to have it. You guys don't know how to act right. The house goes away.
No one gets it. You know what? It's being sprayed for termites. Everybody get out. Yeah, it's being treated like a brothel. Disrespecting their mother's house that way.
So much.
She's running a train with those 2 brothers. That's fucking crazy. You're crazy, bitch.
I know someone had commented on one of our videos and said, though, I know, like, they just so casually leave out that Conrad took her virginity. I
say that all the time, lest we fucking forget. And the way that they broke up at prom, that was so fucked up. Everyone's like, oh, he forgot the corsage. No, bitch. They stood in the rain and she said, is that it? That's what you want? And he just looked at her. She's like, fine, then we should break up. And he said, okay. What the fuck? Fuck y'all. You will never convince me.
No.
I saw. Okay.
And then he cries to her on the beach when they're fucked up and says, I thought you knew.
I thought you knew. Knew what? Knew what? Huh? Knew what? Forget it. Forget it. Remember when she was drunk on that beach and we were watching it? Or I was watching it, I think, with Billy. Yeah, I was watching it with Billy. And I was like, you better take your ass back in that house. Now!
That's why I was like, oh, good. She's going to have. Oh, God.
I
thought it was Jeremiah.
I know. Same. When he turned around and he saw her, I said, fuck!
Boo. No, I watched that. I watched that whole show by myself in my old apartment, and my TV was way too big for my room, so it would just light my whole room. And that was during the strike, so I couldn't publicly post about my love and admiration for it. So I had to keep pausing it. Season 2 is also how we convinced Alex to watch the show. I remember that.
Dude, you guys will never convince me to be Team Conrad. You never will.
No.
You won't get me, bitch. Mm-mm. You won't get me.
I'm team. Let the moms be gay. That's what I'm team. Oh, when in that memory, and it was showing her mom like being with her best friend again. It made me so sad.
Oh, I know. When she was like looking at the wallpaper and stuff.
It's so cute.
Dude, girlhood is so special. That's why I'm like, team, everybody go home. Everybody go home and think about what the fuck you did.
Everybody hit the showers and think about what happened.
Hit the showers, team.
We'll see you at, what did they call it? We'll see you at film tomorrow.
Yeah, we'll talk about it in film tomorrow. We'll see it on tape. I'm so...
Wait, can I talk about something that's kind of important to me that happened this week?
Yes, and I thought of something else too.
Okay, I haven't been able to watch basketball at all this year. I've just been so busy. And I watched the Atlanta Dream play the Golden State Valkyries. And I was kind of watching it in the background. I wasn't paying attention. And I noticed the game had stopped. And I was like, oh no, what happened? And then it's because someone threw a lime green strap onto the court.
What's going on, team?
And someone told me that the bags you have to wear, because it's in Atlanta and their venues, like I think the smallest one out of most of the W teams, you have to wear clear bags in there. So She was like, so I don't even know how that got in there. And I was like, same. So I just wanted to share that was really important to me that I saw that this week.
That's upsetting.
Because I had a lot of really upsetting, shitty things happen this week, and that one wasn't even the worst one. But that one made me laugh, to be honest. And then on camera, so the camera zooms in and they go, oh, and cut away, and the lady goes, you know what? Let's get back to basketball. That's what we're here for.
It's true.
That no one cares about that.
Let the kids play.
Yeah, but it was really
Let
funny.
the girls play. Oh, the thing I thought about was the app that I told you I kept seeing ads for.
Okay.
Right.
Right.
So I didn't get to talk about this last week, but I did see Community on Instagram. And
we didn't talk about it because you forgot.
Yes.
Yeah.
And we didn't talk about it purely because I forgot. And then I literally called Daisy and I said, I'm telling you this story now so that I have a witness so I don't forget to talk about it next week. Anyways, I asked on Instagram if anyone else had been getting these ads because I had been seeing this one specific ad and it was for like fanfiction come to life and it was called His Nerd. And it's like full grown people.
What's the program called?
I don't know because I only ever see the title of the fanfic.
Okay.
So I don't know. That's why I said I don't know if it's an app or if it's like a website. Like I don't know.
I think it's an app because I had been getting ads for it too, but I kept putting not interested and now they don't show it.
I mean, I would assume. And actually, yes, I actually do know it's an app now because other people have told me they've seen it and bought it.
Yeah.
So like I kept seeing ads for it and then I posted my Instagram story and I was laughing because I was fucking feeling embarrassed. But I was like, no, you know what? I don't have shit to be embarrassed about. I'm looking for Community.
Yeah.
All that being said, because I talked about it and I used the Ouija board to open that door, a bunch of demons flew in. And then I kept getting them constantly on all the apps now. And now I'm seeing different fucking stories with different prompts and different actors.
I'm trying to find the video you sent me of it.
And I'm truly like transfixed by these promos. Like they truly are so absurd. And they have very weird porn lighting. And it's like bordering on it. It's like softcore porn, I would assume.
Did you not text it to me?
I either texted it to you or I sent it to you on Instagram or TikTok.
Okay.
I think I sent you one on TikTok. I know that, but it was probably a while ago.
Okay.
But it's so fucking... And the His Nerd one specifically was one that I was like constantly getting. And then someone DM'd me and said like, did I see all of these promos and think they were terrible? Yes. Did I go and look and see how expensive it was and didn't want to buy it? Yes. And then did I go to Daily Motion and watch all of it just so I could get out of my system? Also, yes.
I think it's just... Oh, it's Candy Jar.
Okay, I don't even know what that is.
I think that's the app.
Oh, okay.
That it's part of. Okay, so His Nerd, they have an IMDb page.
Yes.
It's real.
Wait, so I have to tell you. So I saw that one and I said women in fucking STEM.
Wait, I'm going to read the plot.
Okay, yeah, read the plot.
Okay, so it says a robotics whiz and soccer star fake date to solve personal problems, but face bullies, family issues, and criminal connections. Their pretend romance becomes real as they deal with feelings and colliding worlds. When shy robotics prodigy Ava and troubled soccer star Hunter fake a high school relationship to address their own struggles, they find themselves navigating school bullies, family secrets, and Hunter's... Yeah, I'm just reading that. Okay. Anyways, they must confront their growing feelings and the risks of their worlds colliding. It's the exact same thing twice. I don't know why.
So, like, I saw that DM. I said, women in fucking STEM, T. And then I was scrolling on TikTok. I saw it 2 more times. I thought, this is my sign. So I went to Daily Motion, watched the entire fucking thing.
Okay.
It is about an hour and 30 minutes, which is fucking crazy.
Did you watch the whole thing?
I didn't watch it. You can watch it in 4X. On that thing.
Okay.
So that's I did that, and then I started getting bored, so then I started skipping. So I kind of have like the gist of it.
Okay.
I didn't watch it in real time, if I'm
Right.
being real. But I just like really wanted to see how absurd it got, and it is like so fucking crazy. There is a point in which she gets shot. Okay. Like you could never guess that's gonna happen from the fucking promos. That being said, hee hee ha ha, giggle giggle, sure. Those two have unbelievable chemistry, I will say.
Okay.
They have great chemistry. Like they were selling me. Like they seemed like they were really into each other. But the height difference is kind of scary and spooky, and because they keep saying he's 6'5", I can't confirm because everybody in Hollywood's itty bitty, but he is significantly taller than most of the other actors. But he's supposed to be a soccer player.
Sure.
So there's like lots of weird moments where he's like shirtless just randomly. It's very like porn lighting and like editing style.
Okay.
But the story is insane, and he is a drug dealer and he can't get caught because he's on scholarship. Again, they're in high school, so I'm not too sure how that works. But, you know, he's scared of getting found out, but she's getting bullied, and I'm
He's
not
scared of
kidding.
getting found out what?
Of his drug dealing happenings.
Oh,
because
he's a drug dealer, or his family is?
He is, because he is from the wrong side of the tracks.
Got it. Okay.
And so like he got on he had to make money, and then like he got a scholarship to the school, and he can't lose it. He can't lose it. But she is getting bullied, and I am not kidding. This is how they bully her. This guy runs up on her.
A man.
Yeah, man. One of the bullies runs up on her, turns her around, makes out with her, goes, ew, you don't know how to kiss at all. Are you a virgin? That's how they bully her.
By sexually assaulting her?
Yeah, yes. Yeah. And she's like confused and then embarrassed that they can tell she's a virgin. It's as like she's not fazed at all by the prank itself. And unsettling because the guy who kissed her to like varying ages. They're all supposed to be in high school, but they could easily all be 38. Like
that's how I felt about the Noah Beck movie too.
yeah. At least at the very least, like the two of them, he could never pass for 18, if I'm being real. How young do you think he could pass for? Probably like what, like 22?
Noah Beck?
I would say, yeah, at the youngest.
I think he could be, I don't think any younger than 18.
Bro, you think
younger
18?
than 18? Yeah.
No way.
I think so.
Alex, you think Noah Beck could pass for 18? No fucking way.
Okay, maybe 19.
You're tripping.
Okay, 17.
Jason has no concept of age or like height.
I do have age.
I guess.
He's just a white guy though, so that's why, like, you know.
Well, I truly was like blown away by how insane the story gets. Like he decides to like help her, like pretend to date her so that they leave her alone. Like they stop making fun of her for being a fucking virgin.
I got that from the trailer you sent me.
Yeah,
okay.
so they agreed to fake date. And then he gives her a makeover, which is just giving her a motorcycle jacket and taking off her glasses. That's kind of the only switch, really.
That's all you need.
Yeah, because before she had a brown cardigan, now she has black motorcycle jacket, so no glasses.
Not his nerd anymore.
You're a nerd. Scene glasses. You know what I mean? Like without those, all of a sudden they're like, who's this hottie? And then they're kind of navigating like fake dating and like pretending, and then they have a lot of sexual tension, and then they're asking each other really invasive questions and shit. And then randomly he'll just be dealing drugs. And then he's like, I got to get out this life.
Does she know about his dealing?
No. And then someone at the school, I think, ODs on some shit that he dealt to someone that dealt to them. And then they're like, oh my God, she overdosed on drugs. And she's like, who's dealing drugs? And they're like, who could it be? And he's like, yeah, who could it be? Like, he's real like, right. And then she finds out, and then she runs up on him at soccer practice. And she's like, did you know your friends are dealing drugs? And he's like, let me explain. She's like, no. And then they have like a weird kind of fight, but then they end up making up immediately. And then she's like, let's go back to your place. It's just the most like,
what?
It felt like they were just trying to rush it all, obviously.
Right.
Because it's for this ridiculous app that I'm getting ads for.
Okay.
And now I'm watching the ripped off version on Daily Motion.
Oh, I think it's from Gality.
What's that?
Oh, I think we had gotten hit up to do an ad for them. We never did it because I don't think it got approved, but I think that's the app it's from.
Okay, too.
I think it's a Candy Jar production, but it's on Gality. Am I right? Or I don't even know.
Interesting.
Or maybe it's not, guys. I don't freaking know. Oh, yeah. No, they just have a story on Gality. I think it's from Candy Jar. I don't freaking know.
She just goes and interrupts one of his deals, and she gets fucking shot.
You're literally spoiling it.
I'm telling you, also, you don't have to worry about it, bro. So you don't have to go through the painstaking search engines I had to in order to find it. And then I watched another one that I'd been getting ads for on TikTok. That one was even worse, believe it or not. And I saw on TikTok, someone made a TikTok about that thing and said those two are dating. And I said, wow, good for them. That's what I'm doing with my time as a 30-year-old.
Right.
How you choose to spend your free time, that's on you.
Okay.
But I just needed everybody to know that I appreciate those who found community with me. And I posted this in my story for those of you that said no, and I could sense the judgment. Your mom's a hoe. That's what I said. Because I was seeking community. Okay. But I'm glad I got it out there.
Sure.
Hopefully someone else can validate me in their findings as well. But that brings us to our topic for this week.
We're doing an old-fashioned Q&A.
Old-fashioned Q&A.
We haven't done one in a minute, so we thought, what better way to do that? And also, we forgot to post a topic.
We did.
Here we are.
Of course we did. So here we are. And now I'm at the helm of the ship. Okay. It says, thanks for sharing your brother's 21st birthday with us. What were both of your 21st birthdays like?
Oh, that's a good question.
Mm-hmm.
My mom was like telling Drew she was going to plan like a Vegas trip for us. And Drew told her, I'm telling you right now, she would hate that. So I don't think we should do it. And she's right. I would have hated that.
Yeah. Vegas.
Yeah. Cause when I learned how to drink, I didn't learn how to drink going to clubs and stuff. It was at bars. So I was like, I don't want to do Vegas.
I did nothing but clubs.
I think for my 21st, we might have gone to Disneyland. I can't remember. I know for sure my mom took me to lunch at Red Robin and I got to order a cider, and that was really exciting. So that was the first time I was legally drinking in like public. And then I know that my mom got me tickets to go see Almost Acoustic Christmas that year if you're in native, for K-Rock. And I took Drew and we went and we saw and you know what's so funny is that we got into a huge fight when we got there, and I can't even remember what about. And then we got to our seats, and the girl in front of us had just finished throwing up all over the ground.
Oh yeah, I don't even remember fighting.
And then Drew yelled at her friends to get her out of there, and then went down and found an attendant so I wouldn't be scared. And then we stopped fighting.
And that's just the way the cookie crumbles.
But I remember we went and we saw Incubus. I remember System of a Down.
Mm-hmm.
Oh God, I can't remember anyone else. I think we saw Linkin Park.
Yeah, Linkin Park was like
the lead singer passed away. Yeah. Do you think we saw Fall Out Boy?
No, they weren't there.
But it was really cool because
System of a Down was there.
It was at I said that.
Oh, okay.
It was at the was it at the Forum?
No, it was at
It was at the Forum.
No.
We just had like the seats. We had like nosebleed type seats, but
okay, maybe.
But anyways, the way they had it, so it's like a music festival. If you don't know what that what Almost Acoustic Christmas is, but they have them on like a rotating stage, so like they're always on time. It was honestly really cool. I'd never seen anything like it.
It was the most innovative thing I had ever seen.
And maybe they're always like that, and we just didn't know because we've never been. But it was really cool. Who else did we see? Can you remember?
I can't remember shit, bro.
I feel like I wanted to see Fall Out Boy, but they were on a different day. But I picked that one because we wanted to see System of a Down more, and that was really cool.
Oh, they were so good.
Yeah, and I don't even think I drank when we went because
you drove.
Well, you drove us. I think I drove us there, and you were supposed to drive back, and then I didn't feel like drinking, and then I would have been the only one drinking, so that's why I didn't want to do it.
Yeah, I wasn't old enough yet.
What was your 21st birthday?
Oh, God. My 21st birthday was in Vegas.
That one was crazy.
And it was awful. It was cool.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it was cool. But, like, I went way too fucking hard in the paint on the plane there. And then when I landed, I slept for, like, 10 minutes. And then I went out again. And it got even more fucked up. And then, like, had to go back, rally to some extent, go to dinner. And then when I got to dinner, I told Dason, I am going to die. I have to lay down immediately. And I was giving Dason all of my drinks. I just couldn't take it anymore. I was like so fucked up. I couldn't even see straight. And then I literally asked to be taken home. And then I went and slept the rest of the night. I slept till the next midday. And then we had to go out again.
Yeah, we did like
got fucked up again.
We did a pool club, which are horrible. They're not fun. They make you think that they're so fun and they're not.
The one I went to the day before was fun. The one I went to that day was not fun.
No. Which one did we go to?
Was it
Wet Republic?
Yeah, we went to Wet Republic, yeah.
And then I don't remember who was DJing.
It was the Nana guy.
With the bananas.
Yeah, his name's like Nana or something like that.
And Drew went to the bathroom and came back and said, I just saw Little Dicky. That was crazy.
Yeah, I did.
And then what else happened?
And we ran out of drinks. And I remember at one point, my aunt was like, how do you keep getting drinks? And I was like, oh, I'm just asking the dudes next to us. I was just taking drinks from them.
Mind you, when we went to that, I didn't realize,
my family.
I didn't realize it was like an actual club. I thought it was just a pool where they're playing music. So I'm wearing my Softy shorts from 9th grade and the rattiest bikini you can think of and like the oldest rainbows you've ever seen. No makeup. I'm pulling up. There's bitches in heels. Like I was like, damn, I did not know there was a dress code. And the only reason they let us in was because we had a plug or something.
Yeah, we had like a cabana.
Yeah.
And
otherwise, they wouldn't have let me in because they have a dress code, and I did not know that because no one told me anything.
I didn't know.
Yeah.
I just went in my bikini and I wore something see-through. And I was like fresh off Hawaii. Like I was living in Hawaii. So like I was so tan. I was used to being in a bikini all the time. Like that didn't bother me at all.
Yeah.
Man, I was pilfering drinks from those motherfuckers next to us all goddamn night. They were like, she kept asking me, where are you getting those? And I was like,
and then no matter how low the sun went, the pool was still like hot like a jacuzzi.
Oh, it's nasty.
Everyone's peeing in there. It was gross.
Nasty as fuck. And the dudes next to us that I was swindling were British. And they were like celebrating a birthday. And so was I. And that was actually my birthday. That was like my literal birthday that day. And he was like talking, one of the dudes was talking to me and he was like, what are you celebrating? And I was like, oh, it's my birthday. And he was like, oh, how old are you? And I was like, I turned 21. And he was like, today? And I go, yeah. And he goes, it's my birthday too. And I go, well, how old are you turning? He said 38. I remember distinctly going, damn. Because he looked a little like miffed. But he was so fucking gross, scummy white dude. Like, and white dudes don't really come knocking at my door often. So, like, I knew he was on some creep shit. And he was, like, telling me, 21-year-olds don't look like you where I'm from. And I go, yeah, 100-year-old men don't look like you where I'm from either.
The fuck kind of thing is, you're like, okay.
And you're 100. So
that makes sense.
And then I literally go, are you done drinking that? Can I have it? That's just how I would ask. And they'd be like, sure. And I'd be like, thanks. And then I just turn my back. And then I kept going back. Can I have that? Men are stupid. Men are stupid and men are easy.
And then I know we went to like one of the Michael Jackson shows.
God. That was the next night, I think.
No, that was that night.
No, because that night I wore a pink dress and I remember distinctly.
Well, and then I remember that's when we went to the strip club and that whole story you told Vanilla.
That was me in the blue dress. Yeah, that was. Oh yeah, so the night that I bailed was when I was in the pink dress. That night I was in the blue dress. I see what you're saying. Yeah, and that's when I was.
And then I remember the next day, we were laying in the room, and my mom came and told me. She's like, "I was like, oh, is Drew hungover?" And she goes, "Yeah, she's also getting sick, but don't tell her anything."
Yeah, I literally had the flu
because she had to fly back that night, so we were waiting for Drew to leave, and then we would drive back home. But
I literally I had the flu, and I was deeply hungover,
and I think on your period.
Yep.
Yeah.
And then I had to fly 6.5 hours in economy. in a middle seat. All the way back to Oahu, which is fucking crazy. Dude, that night, you want to hear something crazy? The night that I was in the pink dress, like the night that I bailed on everything and I was like, I can't, I gotta go lay down. I remember you guys took a picture of me with like their friend, and like I was like, I look stunning in this picture, I'm gonna post this picture. Even though I was like, you know, sometimes you see a picture of yourself with someone and you're like, I look so good, I wish I was alone in this picture. That's how I felt about the picture. And I was like, well, it's my birthday, so I'm gonna post this for that. I remember that. So then I posted that, and then I remember like I was like getting people like saying like happy birthday, whatever. And I distinctly remember this, and I feel like I remember it now for obvious reasons, but like I remember after I just posted it, Billy texted me like a really long happy birthday thing, but he had never texted me like that before. And I think this was the start of my senior year in college. Yeah. So it wasn't long after that we started dating. But I remember reading that text and I remember being like, why is he talking to me like that? He never talks to me like that. Like it felt very almost like sentimental. Yeah. And I was like, you never talk to me like that. You're only ever fucking annoying. Yeah. Every time I talk to you. And then I remember I didn't say anything snarky back, but I did like respond nicely. And then I said, I think that's the nicest thing you've ever said to me. And he was like, yeah, I wouldn't get used to it. And I was like, I'm ignoring you. Yeah. I just ignored it like after that. But I just remember distinctly getting that text at the table when I was in that outfit. Because I remember thinking like, he liked what I looked like in that picture. Because I remember him liking my picture and then texting me. And I was like, he probably liked my picture. And then I knew that. But now I remember at the time thinking, why would that stick out in my head? Now I feel like I know. Meant to be.
Next question.
This is a lot harder than you make it seem.
To pick the questions?
Yeah, to like actively listen at the same time.
Do you want me to do it?
No. I'm just saying like you do a really great job. Okay. Kiss, marry, kill. Dubai chocolate, Labubu's, Benson Boone.
Okay, so I have tried Dubai chocolate and it's nasty. No, yeah, Billy, you're nasty. That's why Alex likes it. But I had it on strawberries.
Billy loved it too.
I had it on strawberries and I did not like it. I thought it was gross. It has this weird aftertaste. So so I'll marry Labubu's. What is it? Kiss, marry, kill. Yeah. I'll marry Labubu's. I'll kiss Benson Boone and then I'll kill Dubai chocolate.
And honestly, might I say the same? Yeah. Only because like I'll be honest, like Dubai chocolate scares me. Like it's just got too much going on. I just like it looks like green hair and it literally stresses me out looking at it.
I just don't like the aftertaste. Just really got me. Like I love chocolate covered strawberries with that shit on it. I go, it's nasty. And then I just ate all the strawberries and because the chocolate had hardened and just picked it all off and ate the strawberries.
I just like
it's gross.
The green hair threw me off so severely that I truly can't do it just because it scares me. But like
I don't understand the virality of it either. If I'm being
think it's
honest.
because it's so extravagant looking. I would assume it is so like this is the greed they talk about in the Bible. Like that's how I feel when I look at Dubai chocolate. Like it is so extravagant. So I think it's just the absurdity of it more than anything. Okay, let's see. Who's a fictional character you would despise sitting next to on a flight?
Conrad Fisher. Next. I'm just kidding. The dad. A fictional character I would hate to sit next to.
I think the dad from The Summer I Turned Pretty would hate to sit next to me. Yeah. I don't think it would be the other way around. I think I would really enjoy sitting next to that motherfucker. Okay. I just don't think he would enjoy sitting next to me, so that doesn't
I don't talk to people when I'm on flights either, so I don't really know.
Me either, but I guess it's just general energy.
I don't even know. Someone who stinks? That would suck to sit next to them on a flight. What's a character? Pigpen? Pigpen.
Pigpen.
I don't want to sit next to him.
A fictional character. Who's someone that's annoying? Someone you're like, ugh, every time you see him. I don't know. I can't really think of anyone that I would like genuinely despise sitting next to. Either. Maybe like whoever the fuck Jeremiah was in episode 1. Remember when I was telling you he's this kind of guy? Like
the cringy guy.
Yeah, I would really.
Yeah, you know what? I would hate to sit next to him because if he talked to me, I would be in a bad mood. I guess that's
yeah. That would be
and
like.
Then Connor would be like, "Oh, sorry."
Yeah, he would just be so weird and off-putting. I would probably be able to ignore him, but the other dude, needs too much attention.
And I feel like Steven would irritate me too.
He would try to banter with me, and then I'd get pissed.
Yeah.
And I'd be a little too mean, and then it would make it awkward.
Mm.
You know what I mean? Nobody wants that. Laurel, I think her and I would key. Belly, I think her and I would key. Same with Taylor. Yeah. All the women.
Yeah.
All the women I think I'd do well with. But I think, yeah, probably I would say whoever the fuck they made my mans into. It says, how did y'all do at Epic Universe? I've heard most rides don't fit you if you're over 5'10". We didn't have that issue at all. And, like, obviously I'm over 5'10", but, like, Billy's over 5'10", my dad's over 5'10".
Johnny,
Josh, yeah.
Oh, the werewolf one.
The werewolf one my dad couldn't fit on, but that was width. That wasn't height. This is my dad's bodybuilding right now.
His knees were hitting the...
Yeah, he was a little too tall for it. But no, like in Epic Universe specifically, we didn't have any issues at all.
No, he did Astro Racers twice. He did all the rides except for that werewolf
No, he didn't do the spinny one because mommy couldn't go on it, so he didn't want to go without her.
Which one was that?
That was the very first one we went on.
Oh yeah,
in Epic.
In the Dragon World, yeah.
Yeah, but
Okay.
Billy went on it, and Billy's 6'4", so like...
Yeah, he
and Josh too. Yeah, Josh is taller than me. So yeah, no, we didn't really have that issue at all. Like, and I think I'm a pretty good measure too for women, because I would say taller women would probably be good, like around my height. Unless you're taller than me, then that's even cooler. But
did Daddy get on the Yoshi one?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, even the Yoshi one. Yeah.
Okay.
So yeah, we didn't really have that issue. My dad only had it a couple times, but like. That was like a
one that almost always gets him is the Hagrid ride. I will say that.
Yeah, he's real. He's real on the bubble at that one. But my dad's 6'6", so my dad is like much larger than average, and my dad is also wide. My dad's not just tall; he's enormous right now because he's bodybuilding. Yeah. So like, you know, if his big ass can fit, I'm sure you guys can fit. What is your worst habit? Mine's being late.
I was gonna say mine's probably procrastination.
Mine's just being late.
Things to do.
Being late is a curse that I bear, you know? Mm-hmm. It's on my cross to bear on Forge. Working on it though. What are some of y'all's weirdest notes in your notes app? Let me see.
I don't think this is weird, but I do this thing where when people say things that they want, I'll write it down throughout the year so I have gift ideas.
Yeah. That's tea.
Yeah, like I have one for Carrie for her birthday. Like weirdest? I mean, sometimes you find stuff that you wrote when you were really sad. I find those sometimes too.
I have a lot of my notes are like workouts like that I just saved. That's like a lot of them. I also have a lot of like questions for my carpets over the years. So like when I did SAG, when I did the Oscars, when I did White Lotus, like I literally make a notes app for it so that I can, if I need to reference something, I can look at my phone. So I have a lot of those.
Oh, sometimes we do shared notes with like our friends if we haven't seen them in a while. So we have a list of things that we need to remember to talk about.
Yeah.
So I have a couple of those.
I always do Christmas lists in my notes too, so I have those. And sometimes if I have longer captions for Instagram, like where I have to tag artists or I have to tag stylists or whatever, I'll put them in my notes.
I have work stuff in there too.
I also have a running list, a running notes app for my next book that I just write stuff on when I have like thoughts about stuff. I'm like, oh, I should put that down so I don't forget. And I reference it as I'm writing my next book. Let me see. I think that's really it. Nothing really that fun, huh?
No.
I do have like some jokes and stuff written in here for like stand-up stuff. And also sibling dictionary jokes with you. And there's wedding stuff in there, but that's not for you guys to know about. But anywho, hold on. How do I flirt with girls? I get so nervous. Help.
I think I prefer being forward. It depends on if you're, I mean, I don't think it depends, but if you're a femme and you like masks like I do, I tend to be more forward when I'm flirting because they can't tell that I like them most of the time.
That's
you
true.
have to go up to them.
Yeah.
I know a lot of people are like, oh, like, do something more creative than like, I like her tattoos. But I'm like, sometimes that's all you got. I think
I think it's okay to be normal.
I don't even really jump into compliments. I just start talking to them and then make that flirty. Do you know what I mean? That's how I usually flirt. So I'll be like, oh, what do you do for work? And then they'll, I don't know, my tattoo artist. I'm like, you want to give me a tattoo so bad? And they'll get like, oh my God, I don't know. And then I'm like, it works every time, dude. Why are you making a face?
Because it's like,
it's
just
easy.
anything they say.
It's easy, dude. That's what I'm saying.
You want to feed me so bad. Like,
what?
I'm saying just anything they say, you say that to them.
Yeah, it works every time. That's one of my bigger lines.
I think flirting too can be, generally speaking, it can also just be energy. Like, you know,
that's what I'm saying. It's
like
not necessarily what you're saying. It's how you're acting.
A lot of eye contact. That ought to do it.
I do that, or I'll like, but I like to talk to them for a minute, and then because I don't even know if I want to flirt with them. So that if I'm gauging that, if I just think someone's hot,
but if they're intriguing to you, like a lot of eye contact, it's all about energy.
So I'll talk to them and be like, oh, like who are you? Like whatever, and then kind of gauge that. And be like, oh, how old are you? And then I can tell they're kind of vibing with me. Then I'll start flirting, which is either doing stupid shit like that or like,
just like
I like to guess people's signs. That's another thing I do.
Nice.
Or I'll like kind of touch their arm, shit like that. It's easy. It's not hard. You just have to try.
Don't need to overthink it.
I wouldn't go into, if you're going to go flirt with someone, I wouldn't even go into thinking like that. Just think I'm going to go talk to them.
Yeah, I want to talk to them. They're pretty. I want to talk to them. I think that's a good way of looking at it too. What's something that you love about the other and it actually makes you mad that you love it?
Why would it make me mad?
Because it's annoying, maybe. I was thinking an example for you would be like when you like try to spare my feelings the first time and then tell me your honest opinion the second time.
But you love that about me, but you also hate it?
Yeah, generally speaking, I do hate that about you, but
sure.
Yes, I do love that because I think it's funny.
Okay.
It's so finitely you. Like,
yeah.
And everybody remembers the story. I like tried on a shirt of Jason's and I thought it looked kind of funny and I said, does this look okay? And then she said, yeah. And then I looked at myself in the mirror again and I go, really? And then she goes, no, it looks terrible. You should change.
Well, because I looked at it longer and I was like, no, I disagree with what I said. So
there's about 10 seconds in between both
answers.
answers.
No, I know. I just needed a second to look.
Jason, I know. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Like, I know that so distinctly about you. That is so specifically a you thing.
Sure.
Other than that, or like how I just know when you're gonna like things because they're so specifically small and ugly.
Okay.
Yeah. I don't hate that about you though. I think that's really funny. So I like to foster that whimsy.
I think that I had yours and then you said it's the old timey phrases she uses. I hate them, but they're really funny, so I do love them.
That's a good one.
Yeah, like one time I text her something and then she said hoisted by your own petard, and I said what does that mean? And then she texted me or I had to Google it and then I sent it to her and she goes that's what I said. So I hate that, but it is really funny.
I know one that used to drive Billy nuts was like anytime we pulled in somewhere, and if it was packed and then someone at the front row like starts pulling out as soon as we pull up and I go, it's like they knew we were coming. He hates that I say that. Or when you're in somewhere and then all of a sudden it gets crowded and you go, we came at the perfect time.
Yeah. Us at Margaritaville, we came at the perfect time.
God, I love Margaritaville. Missing her. Missing Margaritaville in this moment. Bring her back. What movie character reminds you most of your sister?
The first one I thought of was the middle sister in Despicable Me. The little blonde one. Is she blonde? The middle one?
With the hat?
Yeah.
I don't even remember her character, to be quite honest with you.
She's just... I didn't either till we went on that ride. And so...
Yeah.
Like, yeah.
Well, then by that measure, the older one is you, too.
Why? Because she's a lesbian? Look what she's wearing. Isn't her name Agnes? Look at her.
I figured, like... Yeah, because you know what's funny is like the middle one they would think is the lesbian, but it's actually the older
It's the
one.
older one.
Yeah.
Or like an easy one's like Bob's Burgers for sure. Like we did a bunch of those last year.
That's I was gonna say Tina.
Yeah, Louise. Yeah.
Tina is so. It's like Dason and Tina are so similar and so different too in many ways, but like the parts that are similar to them like are so distinctly similar. It's honestly kind of shocking. Like the way that Tina talks about stuff, like the way she recounts things and the way that people kind of like push her around but don't like for example, there's like a newer episode where she's like doing free throws or something.
Yeah, that one I watched and I was
Jimmy
like, that
Jr.
was me. Yeah.
And then she goes, well, Jimmy Jr. is my coach, even though I actually made like way more baskets than him, actually like way more, but he kind of told me that I like needed him to. So I said, okay. Like, it's like shit like that. I'm like, that's my sister. She's just always like, that kind of doesn't make sense because of this, but okay.
Yeah.
And then she ends up doing it. Like, that's I actually made like way more than you, and like, okay, that's fine. That's all right.
I'm not like that as much anymore, but
No, I'm
growing
saying when
up,
we were children.
Yeah,
Like when we were kids,
oh, yeah.
because they're kids.
Well,
like,
yeah, she's in like middle school. I was like, yeah, for
that's
sure.
that's what makes me.
No, I know. I'm just reassuring
It's
everyone,
about it's about the most like silly, like lighthearted things. Like when we were full grown adults, Stacey told me a story about someone talking to her and like holding her hostage for however long, and then he said something just so unbelievably stupid, and then I was like, you sat there and listened to that whole thing? She goes, people just come up to me and just say things
all the time.
She's like, you see how they treat me? People just think they could just say things to me.
It's true. They just say things to me and I have to sit there and take it.
Yeah, she's like, and I just gotta sit there and take it.
It's true. And Drury is very much so Louise. Like she's constantly unionizing everyone and hated men her entire life, and then
and like her interests are kind of like concerning a little bit. Like,
yeah.
Her like, she's not like super like sporty. She's not super like but like she's not super. It's like her interests are so specific.
But you're also sporty just because you're athletic. It wasn't because you love sports.
That's
you know
true.
what I mean? It's just.
But her specific interests are so based in like dominating people, like controlling them, or like danger, or like being the most powerful. I get it.
Feeling seen
And represented in media. And Gene is my brother.
Yeah. And then those are our parents.
It's so true. It's so true, dude. That's why I love that show. I have such a weird connection to that show.
I think there's a new one. I gotta watch it when I get home. I forgot.
Yeah, we watched a ton of new ones the other day.
The free throw one's the last one I saw, so I think there's one that's after that I gotta watch.
I don't really have one of these, but what's one of your worst hear me outs? I'll ask you.
I always say the same ones. I always say the Hound from Game of Thrones.
Right.
Or that big beetle Dim from Bug's Life.
That's probably your worst one, if I had to guess. If I had to pick, personally, I'd pick the beetle.
And they're hear me outs, but like I don't mean it because they're men and I don't want to hang out with them. So I don't know. I don't have any like female ones.
It's funny though because when she says that, she like gets nervous.
About which one?
Like talking about
the bug.
It. Just the
I get nervous because it's stupid, but also because I can't wait to hear like you're not a lesbian because you're whatever. So I'm like I don't want to deal with that. But
enough.
Yeah.
Enough. It's all on a spectrum.
Yeah.
Enough.
That I do know.
You know what I've been getting so many edits for? I've been getting edits. I was literally not even kidding yesterday. I was explaining to both my parents the concept of edits.
Okay. Like a fan edit or whatever?
Yes. Of like men specifically, like how they make edits of people and like pick people to hyperfixate on and like add sexual music to it.
Yeah.
And I was like, they're almost always fictional people too, or literal cartoons. And I was explaining all of that context to my parents so then I could follow it up with like a mean comment about someone would be like, he wants to be in an edit so bad.
Yeah.
Because I wanted to say that one joke about someone we knew, but I had to give them all that context. Right, okay. So then I was looking up edits on my fucking phone to show them. And you guys should have seen like the way my dad wanted to ask me questions, but like didn't know how to comprehend what I was explaining. So he's like, so that's just like them, like just like posing. And I go, no, they're just like doing stuff. And he's like what? And I go, like pushing up their sleeves. And then he goes, I don't understand. And I was like, just
Are you
forget
giving
it.
him context on like a guy who wants to be in an edit?
Yes, because I wanted to like tell them the mean comments they write to men who like you can tell are trying to look sexy, like famous men, and then they'll write in the comments he wants to be in an edit of himself so bad.
Sure. Okay.
And I think that's one of the meanest things to say to someone. And it's therefore very funny. So like when I'm trying to explain that mean comment, I have to explain what edits are. But of course my dad has so many fucking questions about things that don't matter in regards to
Who
the
is
edits.
that?
So they're just like posing. No.
And
They're
that's
just
your
like,
friend?
they're just like doing stuff. And he's like what? And I go, like pushing up their sleeves. And he goes, I don't understand. And I was like, it's just like they find it like attractive. And then he goes, pushing up sleeves. And I go, oh my God, forget it. See what happens when your parents don't have brain rot. Ugh.
Ugh.
I hate when my parents don't have brain rot. Fucking hate it. But I did eventually end up explaining it. And they were laughing really hard because then I was telling them someone we all collectively know in real life.
I already know who it is too.
Yeah, and she already knows without me telling her. But I was like, he wants to be in an edit of himself so bad. He would die. And I was like saying, like, if the other person in that equation ever found out those existed, he would be like, you have to make them of me.
Yes. I know exactly what you're talking about. Yeah.
And if you knew, it's a funny ass joke, but of course my parents don't have brain rot, so I have to explain to them.
I get that. Yeah.
And they laughed after it took me about 30 minutes, but he says, who is that? I don't understand. So it's people they know. Okay, people they don't know. But those people aren't real. Oh my God.
And you're showing him the avatar. Is it
Yes,
avatar
I was showing him, and I showed him a ghost one because I keep getting ghost ones from fucking Call of Duty.
Oh, okay.
And then I showed Billy. I go, look at this one that's on my free page, and you show him when it's the ghost one, and I show that to him, and then he looks at it and he goes, "Is that fucking Ghost from Call of Duty?" Because he has no idea, obviously. And
That's
I go,
so 2023.
and I go, yeah, no shit. And I go, yeah. I was like, it's old though, and he goes, what's old? People like that guy? What are you talking about? Like he looked like he was getting like stressed out about it. I was like, it's past. It's fine.
Oh, forget it.
But I was like, I don't know why I'm getting that shit, but I keep getting those and the ones with the blue avatars.
Sure.
Say what you will about me from that diagnosis, but you know, it is what it is. This too shall pass, I'm sure. I don't know why. Probably because I'm watching all those fuck ass edits of those ads of those fucking fan fictions.
Mm-hmm.
That's probably why.
I mean, you are curating your page. So yeah,
I am.
probably.
They're locusts. My fucking bad. Oh, my bad, okay? I didn't put the blood of the lamb over my door, and then they came and got me. Whatever. That's a funny joke if anyone has watched it.
I understand it.
That's a really funny joke if you're religious in any capacity.
Or if you've seen the movie.
If you understand religion in any capacity, that's a really funny joke. You guys
Adam
should
would
all
like
know
that one, yeah.
He would love that one. Yeah.
Anyways, that's going to do it for this week's episode of Two Idiot Girls. We hope you enjoyed it. Make sure you buy Drew's book. The paperback will be out on August 26th.
Yes.
And make sure you subscribe to our Patreon. We put vlogs and
yes.
other BTS stuff on there that you can't see anywhere else.
Yes.
But other than that, we love you and we'll see you next week. Goodbye.
Bye.
That was a HeadGum podcast.